welcome back. In my last video, we built our first Copilot agent together. It was exciting, it was new, but let's be real. Building it is only 10% of the battle. The other 90%, knowing when to use it and why it sometimes fails. Today, in part 2, I'm putting my creations to the ultimate test. We're going beyond the hype to see how these agents handle real-world chaos. And stick around until the end, because I'm giving you my honest field guide on the big 3. Copilot and Planner, the Planner agent, and custom agents. Plus, I'll show you the one task that almost broke my spirit, the automated Gantt chart. Let's dive in. One major advantage of building a custom agent over using a pre-built one is the ability to define suggested prompts. Think of these as a quick start menu for your users. By simply adding a clear title and a brief description, these prompts appear right below the chat box. It's a massive time saver, and more importantly, it provides instant guidance for first-time users who might not know where to start. It's all about removing the blank page anxiety. Next, I wanted to see if this agent could actually handle the heavy lifting, project planning. I challenged it to build a full project plan for a business process improvement using AI initiative, complete with specific start and end dates. In just a few seconds, it didn't just give me a list, it generated a downloadable file. Honestly, seeing that download link pop up so fast was super impressive. But now for the moment of truth, is it actually a usable plan or just a generic list? Let's open it up. Okay. The first draft is in. Honestly, it's a solid start. It stays on topic, hits all the key AI implementation phases, and the timeline actually makes sense. But it's still a bit too high level to be actionable. I can't hand this to a team yet. So, I pushed back. I asked the agent to break it down with specific tasks for every phase. Seconds later, another download link. Now we're talking. This version has the depth I need to actually start working. Impressive. It handled the feedback like a pro. Now that the plan is set, let's see if this agent can handle the rest of the project kickoff kit. I uploaded the Excel plan to SharePoint, gave the agent the link as a knowledge reference, and asked it to draft a project charter in Word. In seconds, I had a document. Let's look. Okay, it's not going to win any design awards. The layout is pretty basic, but as a first draft, it's a massive head start. Next, the kickoff deck. I asked for a PowerPoint version, and again, boom, it's done. It's a bit plain, but the structure is there. It's much easier to beautify a deck that's already written than to start from a blank slide. Okay, so far, so good. We've got a project plan, a charter, and a slide deck. The agent is on a roll, right? But now it's time for the big boss assignment. If you've watched my previous videos, you know I've been on a quest to automate the holy grail of project management, the Gantt-style timeline chart. I want a graphical, accurate representation of our schedule, not just a list of dates. Can this custom agent finally crack the code? I'm going to give it the instruction right now. Let's see if it's a hero or a zero. In just a few seconds, the agent responded. I was ready to be amazed, but then, wait. It tells me it created the Gantt chart, but I see nothing. Literally nothing. I'm looking at the screen like, friend, what is going on with you? To troubleshoot, I took a step back and asked, do you actually know what a Gantt-style timeline is? If it didn't, I was ready to go back to school and teach it, but it insisted it knew exactly what to do and started building again. Okay, crisis averted, but I pushed it further. Can you make this a high-res graphic and save it as a PNG? Suddenly, it clicked. Something started to emerge that actually looked like my requirement. Time to roll up my sleeves and refine this thing into something usable. I kept pushing. I asked for logical sequencing, a red today line, and completion percentages. It looked beautiful. For a second, I thought I'd finally found the holy grail. But then, the reality check. I looked closer at the data. The phases on the chart didn't match my Excel plan. It was hallucinating the structure. I thought, maybe my Excel is too messy. So I cleaned it up, added a dedicated phases column, and fed it back in. And that's when things went completely off the rails. The agent produced, I don't even know what to call it. It ignored everything I'd just taught it. Okay, calm down. I tried to be smart. I told the agent, save these rules to your permanent instructions so you don't forget them. It confirmed it was done. But when I checked the settings, it had deleted everything else and overwritten my entire configuration with that chart instruction I just provided. I was back to square one. You guys know me. I don't give up that easily. I rolled up my sleeves, re-entered every single instruction manually, and gave it one more shot. And look at this. It's beautiful, accurate, graphical, exactly what I wanted. I just wanted one final touch-up to call it a success, a logical timeline sort. I hit enter, and the agent literally went back to square one. It handed me that same black and white text version from the start of the video. I was honestly speechless. I tried everything. I even gave it a manual, one-by-one list of how to sort the tasks. Still, nothing. The sorting logic just wouldn't stick. So, I'm calling it here for now. I'm walking away from the sorting battle. What do you guys think? Is this layout a win for you, or is the lack of sorting a deal breaker? So where does that leave us with the custom agent? As you saw, we got so close to perfection. The layout was there, the data was grounded in my SharePoint files, and it even generated my project charter and kickoff deck effortlessly. But then we hit the final boss. The sorting logic in the Gantt chart just wouldn't hold, and the instruction overwrite bug nearly wiped out all my hard work. It's a reminder that while these agents are incredibly powerful, they still require a human in the loop to manage the logic. Don't just trust the chat to save your instructions. Manually verify them in the builder. Now that we've tested the whole ecosystem, let's look at the big picture. Copilot in Planner is your daily manager. It's fast and integrated, perfect for who is doing what. But it's limited to the data inside that plan. It won't build you a Word doc or a visual chart. The Planner agent is your builder. It's a massive time saver for setting up new projects and can even perform research tasks. However, it can't look at your external files, and it's currently blocked from premium plans. The Copilot Custom Agent is your architect. This is where you get cross-platform logic and the ability to generate Word and PPT files. But as we saw, it's prone to prompt drift and struggles with complex visual sorting. And let's be honest about the universal gaps we found today. Whether it's dynamic visual dependencies, the overwrite bug, or the lack of true project thinking regarding things like public holidays, there are still clear AI walls that we have to work around in May 2026. So is a custom agent the ultimate solution? It's a huge step up. But for those of you who need even more control, more automation, more complex logic, and a way to fix that instruction overwrite issue once and for all, there is one more level to this game. In my next video, we are moving to the ultimate big boss environment, Copilot Studio. If you're tired of chatting with your settings and want to start truly coding your agent's behavior, that is where we're headed. What do you think of the Gantt chart we managed to build today? Is it enough for your workflow, or are you waiting for Copilot Studio with me? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for part 3. I'll see you in the studio.